What's up, everybody? Afro Joe here, tell you like it TI is again. And I've been trying to keep up with the Trayvon Martin case. And this whole damn case has been throwing me out. Now, you see this girl named Rachel. She testified twice. And she was being the only person defending Trayvon. It's kind of weird. Only one person out of every person that's been on the witness stand that took up for Trayvon. And I remember, like, and there's some information that the prosecutor and defense don't even know. I don't think that didn't even come up in the case. Okay, now this is Mark Oysterman. Like I'm gonna put the video of him saying, "Oh, he picked that gun out for Zimmerman to kill Trayvon Martin with." I'm putting it that way. He said, "Yeah, I did that. I picked that out for him." Which you being accessory, like either way, you picking or giving it, you accessory to him, and he's a police officer. Now think about it. He's friends with Zimmerman, and he's a police officer. Now, some don't seem right. Zimmerman's got a friend that's on the police force. It's like it's kind of weird. Now think about it. You friends with a police officer. A lot of evidence been changed or not, that's not there and all this and that. And there's some other things that really blew me off about this whole case. This really didn't seem right. Now that's Trayvon's body. And what threw me off, they in this picture, like they showed the whole picture on HLN and CNN, all like that. But I've been watching HLN. It's like you don't see the sidewalk in this picture. You don't. But in this picture, you see his body's been turned over. Now you look at his body and see how far his body is from the sidewalk. And it's like you got to question. It's like his body's that far away from the sidewalk, and Zimmerman said that Trayvon was banging his head against the sidewalk. Now, why is his body so far away from the sidewalk? That makes no sense. See, like, even in this picture, see the little yellow thing is Trayvon Martin's body. It makes no sense that his body is that far away from the sidewalk. See, if Trayvon was banging his head against the sidewalk, banging Zimmerman's head against the sidewalk, and Zimmerman shot him, his body would have been a little bit closer to the sidewalk. A little bit closer. And I'm gonna show this picture. This is the entry room of the bullet. It's in the entry room in Trayvon. That's on Trayvon. And it kind of made me question if somebody's banging my head against the sidewalk, and I had my gun on me, and I get it. I wouldn't sit there and shoot him in the chest because he'll see the gun and he'll grab it. He'll grab it and try to take it away from you. But he shoots him in the chest. If I, like I said, if somebody was banging my head against the sidewalk and I had a gun on him, I'll shoot him in the abdomen to get him off me, not in the chest because that's where he'll see the gun and he'll grab it, and it makes no sense. Now, another thing is that really made no sense was that really made no sense about this whole case is how like they all these witnesses, except for the girl that was on the phone with Trevor, that Rachel girl, all the witnesses said they didn't see a damn thing. They didn't see nothing. They didn't see nothing. And that kind of threw me off. Like this, like all these witnesses saying they didn't see nothing, but I heard something. They heard all these noise. This is before the damn trial started. This is before the trial started. And when the when the trial started, you seen all these people saying, "Oh, I see what happened. I see what happened. This happened. That happened. That happened." But before the trial started, you said you didn't see nothing. You heard a lot of things, but you didn't see nothing. You said when you was talking to the police that you didn't come outside your house to see what was happening. You didn't look out your window to see what was happening. And it's kind of throwing me off. It's like all these people saying they seen what happened. All these people coming out the woodwork saying, "I seen this, I seen that, I seen this, I seen that." Why are they coming out now saying they seen all this and that and this and that and this and that? Like I'm saying, you gotta question these things. You gotta question these things because one thing is, it's throwing. It's like for real. All this stuff, all this information, is not even brought up in the courtroom. Like I said, Zimmerman is friends with the cop that gave him the gun to shoot Trayvon Martin. Gave him the gun. It's not, and he's not even in the court. He's not even a witness. He's not even a witness. His name is Mark Osterman, and he's not even there to be questioned. He's not even on the witness stand. And another thing is, this is Frank Taffy. Now this guy, Frank Taffy, and this guy Joe Oliver. They say they are Zimmerman's friend. If you was my friend and I'm on trial for murder, how come you ain't in the courtroom supporting me? How come neither one of these guys in the room support me? But they always on TV. They constantly are in the media. They constantly in the media. Either something ain't right with these two, or they just love the camera too damn much. Because there is no way in hell Joe Oliver and Frank Taffy should be the first two people to hit the media before the damn story got deep. They outbeat Trayvon's family to the media. They outbeat Zimmerman's brother. They outbeat the they outbeat the lawyers to the media. Oh, he's innocent. He's innocent. How would you know? You wasn't there. Oh, he told me. But why would he tell you that he killed somebody? If my friend tells me and calls me up and said I just killed somebody, I just killed this 17-year-old. What? Why? Why would you do that? Like I said, why would? It's for real. It makes no sense. Why would I? And one thing about Taffy though, they was doing a walkthrough. They was doing a walkthrough on the route that Trayvon was going home. They say that he had to cut through Taffy's yard to get to. Trayvon had to cut through Taffy's yard just to get home. Now, and one thing is, if and Zimmerman said he saw Trayvon standing in his friend's Taffy's yard, and Taffy said, "Oh, I saw him standing in my yard," and it was it was kind of fucked up. It's like if I see a strange person standing in my yard, don't you think I would call the police about that? Don't you think I would have called the police? The police wasn't called after he like something ain't right here. For real, something ain't right here. Something don't seem right. But like I said about this whole damn case, why would the witness say before the trial, I didn't see nothing, but when the trial comes, they say I saw this and I saw that. But before the trial, you said you didn't see nothing. But now you saying something? Oh, come on. And this is the juicy part. This is the good part. Now, the people, some of the witnesses that was on the stand actually said this to make Zimmerman look bad as hell, saying in the neighborhood watch, you should not carry a weapon, only a cell phone and a buddy. Have a friend, have somebody walk with you. Now it's kind of weird that these people say that. Some of the people that said that, even the cops, even said that, and they say you shouldn't carry a gun, shouldn't carry a weapon, only a cell phone, and have a friend walk with you. This man was alone with the gun, alone with the gun. Now, tell me something I don't know. He had nobody backing him up. He had no witnesses to, had no witnesses there to back his story up. Oh, he attacked me. Come on now. He had no witnesses and he had a gun on him. Something ain't right here. He had no witnesses to back his story up, but he had a gun on him. And the funny thing is, Taffy went on Nancy Grace. Went on Nancy Grace. Oh, that gun got two safety, one the trigger. And she kept asking him if there's a safety in the trigger, how come that other safety wasn't on? She kept repeating the same question. How come the other safety wasn't on? How come the other safety wasn't on? And he didn't even answer the damn question. He kept dancing around the question. I don't trust Taffy, and I damn sure don't trust this Joe Oliver fucker. Cause like I said, they hit the news before anybody else. Like the news, before the media even said two words. Like I'm saying, either Frank Taffy and Joe Oliver know something, or they hiding something, or they lying. They getting on the media and lying to the people. Cause there's no way in hell my friends gonna hit them. Oh, this and this and this, and they weren't even there. They weren't even there. But they go into the media before anybody else goes to the media. They were he ain't do all that. You damn sure know more details than the fucking prosecuting and defense do. And you got your buddy Officer Oysterman sitting up there picking out guns for killers. Think about it, he's an officer of the law, and his best friend just killed a 17-year-old. Think about it. Don't you think there's something going on with that? He's a cop. He just killed a 17-year-old. He's a cop. He just killed a 17-year-old. That don't seem like cop, murderer, cop, killer, cop. Just killed a 17-year-old. Think about it. Cops can get to the evidence locker, get to the evidence room, and destroy evidence, take evidence, make evidence disappear. Don't you think some of the evidence has been contaminated by Oysterman? That's the question. That's the question. He said he picked the gun out. It's the same as you saying I bought the gun and gave it to him. And he said he took the gun out. He took Zimmerman out to teach him how to shoot the gun. Yeah, he's a hellified shot shooting a child in the chest, which make no sense. Because if he shot somebody in the, if my head was getting banged against the concrete, I wouldn't aim high to get him off me. I would have aimed low, because if you aim high, the gun would have been seen by Trayvon, and he would have grabbed the gun. See what I'm saying? If someone's banging my head on the concrete, I would have shot in his abdomen. Would probably get him off me. And his body is not that close to the sidewalk. That's something, the body's been moved. No, it's been flipped over, so it's been moved. But that's his body. Now, his body's not even close to the sidewalk. How did his body get way over there? Way over there. If he was, and one thing is, why would Zimmerman yell for help? Don't sit there and say, oh, because he had some 17-year-old. Why would he yell for help if he had the upper hand and had a gun on him? Tell me this. Tell me this. Why would Zimmerman yell for help if he had the upper hand and he had this gun? That is the question that should be answered. If it makes no sense at all that Zimmerman would be yelling for help if he had the gun on him. It wasn't Zimmerman yelling for help. That was Trayvon. And the witnesses are the people that was in the community. That was in the community saying, "Oh, I didn't see nothing, but I heard something." Then later when the trial came, "Oh, I saw everything. I saw." Okay, what the fuck? And only one person took up for Trayvon. And that was her, Rachel. And they kept cross. They they kept the defense kept sitting up there trying to grill the hell out of her, trying to see if she don't slip up. And and what makes no sense is like they grill the hell out of her, and she keep telling them she's getting pissed off because her friend just got killed. It's like, well, why you keep? It's like, don't you understand? Can you hear? Do you know? I understand. I can speak English, but everybody, I'm for real. This case is so phony. This is, it makes no damn sense. And you got Pete for real. And they actually not gonna play the 911 tape where the screaming in the background. They're not gonna play that. But they're gonna play every other recording of the 911 calls. And the question still stands. The question still stands. You heard it for yourself with the 911 when Zimmerman called 911. Why would he and about when he called 911 and the dispatch sat there and say, are you following him? And Zimmerman said yes. The dispatch said, we don't need you to do that. We don't need you to do that. I'm telling you, the police just told him don't pursue him. If he didn't pursue Trayvon Martin, Trayvon would still be alive today. For real. He would have Trayvon would have been living today. And everybody keeps throwing up Trayvon's past. Yeah, he got kicked out of school 3 times. But Zimmerman's got a rap sheet longer than my fucking arm. For real. How you gonna try to make a kid that got kicked out of school 3 times look like a fucking criminal and this motherfucker got a rap sheet longer than a motherfucker? That's one thing I don't get. I'm kind of confused on that one. For real. As my mind is blown because dumbass people was Trayvon was a criminal, but Zimmerman's got a record. Zimmerman had the police called on him a lot of times. A lot of times. Being kicked out of school 3 times does not amount to what Zimmerman did. Think about it. Y'all can sit there and bitch about Casey Anthony, the ones that's like, oh, Trayvon was a bad kid. And it's the same motherfucker said, oh, Casey Anthony needs to die. Why you gonna sit there and say Casey Anthony needs to die, but turn around and say, oh, Trayvon deserved to die because he's been kicked out of school 3 times? But Simmons got a rap sheet longer than a motherfucker. That makes no sense to nobody. No sense. If a pedophile just raped a kid, and he's your best friend, and he raped some other kid, and that kid comes out and say he raped me, why would you sit there and say, oh, he didn't rape nobody? That kid lying. He's just doing that for attention. Why would you do that? It's just things that I don't get. Why, if my child, if Trayvon was my child got killed. Why would anybody take up for somebody that just killed my child? You gotta remember, think about this. Trayvon could have been your child. Trayvon could have been your kid. Trayvon could have been your baby. And he gets killed by this man, and you will feel the same damn way as everybody else has. His parents, the people that's outraged about him finna get away with murder. Because this damn case is a joke. This whole trial is a fucking joke. Oysterman is not even going on the stand because he just admitted on Dr. Phil he gave the gun to Zimmerman. Joe Oysterman and Frank Taffy ain't going up on the stand because they set up his up. Oh, we know everything. He he killed in self-defense, and they weren't even there. But they know. Come here. He said they, and they both said it was self-defense, but they said Zimmerman told them. Zimmerman told them, if I just killed somebody, I'm being shot because I'm just trying to come to the grip. I just shot somebody and killed them. I wouldn't have told none of my friends. Cause you shoot somebody, you're gonna have to come to grips. I ain't no killer, but they don't like for real. You gonna for real? If my friend came out the wood, I just killed somebody, I would have called 911 and gave everything he told me. If I was Zimmerman's friend, he said he killed some kid. He said he killed some kid. And the fucked up thing about it, the fucked up thing about the whole case is this. This picture, I talked about it. It does look fucked up because you see the blood running down his head, the side of his head. And you see his nose busted now on the video camera, on the camera where he was getting taken in to get booked. Getting booked. You didn't see no blood on his head or his nose. And the funny thing about it is, when he got taken into custody into the police station, how come when they released him, they gave him back the murder weapon? Why they give him back the murder weapon? Why would you give a murder back the murder weapon? That's the question. Why would you give this man back the murder weapon? Why would you? For real, you got an officer as he got an officer as a friend, and ain't nobody sitting up there bitching about it. I would have questioned this dude for the longest. Why'd you pick the gun out for him? That's if you knew that he. Why would you do that? Did you tamper with evidence? Did you tamper with evidence? Did you tamper with evidence, Officer Oysterman? And he writes the book too. Him and his wife writes the book, Being Friends with Zimmerman. Being Friends with Zimmerman. He's not even been charged with accessory. He's not even getting called to the witness stand. And that's a key piece of evidence right there. A police officer gives him the gun to kill Trayvon Martin. Yeah, officer of the law, my ass. Like I said, man, I'm telling you this. If you watch this video, please tweet this video. Please post it on your Tumblr. Please post it on your Facebook. Please, because this shit is just gotten real. Why would Zimmerman yell for help if he had the upper hand that he had a gun? Why would he yell for help? You tell me this shit. And I will actually put the video of where Zim. I'm actually put the video where Officer Oysterman admitted that he gave him the gun. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at AfroJoe the Wookie. Follow me on Tumblr. Subscribe to my YouTube channels, CeeLo Jr. 2, CeeLo Jr. 3. Please tweet this video. Please put it on Tumblr. Tell me what you think. I don't want to hear none of them motherfuckers. Trayvon deserved to die because that's kind of fucked up. It could have been your child. It could have been your fucking child or your niece or your nephew that got killed. This has been Afro Joe. 10 like TA is peace, love, and Afro Grease.